Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the most prestigious, most exciting night in gaming of 2025. Here we are at the You've Already Peaked Gaming Show. Let's give a big round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, we got our hosts, Locarthemanbeast, and introducing for the first time ever, Soundwave. And me, I'm here, but I'm opening with the awards show. You know, we're backstage. Is it reversed?
No, it looks fine.
Because it's reversed on my screen.
No,
okay. We're back here. It's hustling. It's bustling. Everybody's waiting for the big announcements on what's gonna happen on tonight's award show. Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome. How are we doing?
Good.
My first instinct was good. Smelling.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you peaked already.
You peaked already, gaming.
That's what it said. Okay.
Sick.
Yeah, we haven't been doing
How
this.
about you shut the fuck up? Let's get this going.
Why are you so far away? Why is the podium so small?
Because I was struggling with finding a way to get me near the podium, but make the podium big enough to see anything of it without it being this big.
I think you should just come in a little bit. You'll be okay, because I can't see you at all. Yep, there you go. Just make it perfect. What's up?
What's up? You guys really just let anyone on this shit, huh? So,
well, I mean, at this point, anyone is better than the two of us. I mean, I even thought about that. I was like, if we just didn't have me and Brad on this would probably be a popular show.
Yeah.
Listen, you're the only one that knows, and that's why you're here.
I mean, who's next? That pervert general knowledge?
Nope. He is currently on lockup in San Luis Obispo.
He is. He's still there.
Fucking cats.
Yep. So can't get him. I don't know. I don't even know how to reach him anymore. You know, honestly, I've been sending cakes with files in them, but they just keep sending me the file back.
Fuck him. That's what I say. Leave him in 2025. Let's get this award show going and let 2026 be a wonderful year of video games and hopefully less cat rape.
Do you have any, like, okay, out of all the games, we're going to go through all the awards and everything. Is there anything that you really, really think should have been more of a prominent game that like showed up? Like, I was thinking about this. Okay, looking at like some of the small indie games and shit. Like, I've been playing a lot of just random stuff throughout the year. Oh, you got a fucking problem, Brad?
If you're making a last minute push for the game that you were just showing me, you're like, you know what, I found this a day ago, but why the fuck is it not?
I'm just saying, man. I think we need to have a bigger indie category next year.
Weren't you just complaining about how many categories, how many things were on the categories? And here you are, like, let's expand the indie category.
I did complain about the amount of things are on the fucking categories because it's a lot.
Next year, we're only going to have 6 categories. We're only going to have a few things for this and that and that.
Look, setting this up was a lot of pain in the ass, okay? All right.
Yeah, in 3 minutes in, we should expand the indie category. Can we have more categories within the indie genre?
Look, I think it's a good way to do it. If Claire Obscure and AI can win 10 categories, we can have one fucking category that's indie. Or AI just only.
Okay, I also have an issue
only
with this Claire Obscure slander that's been going on for the past few episodes. So I have an exercise for y'all later on too. Because, yeah, I mean, there's a reason why I kept using the word immersion and immersed, and I was getting shit for it. But it really was like we were calling it the game of the year when it came out.
We did.
And then all of a sudden it was going for a game of the year. And then there's an issue all of a sudden. So we're like,
No, the issue is I want to see other things.
Okay, then how many genres of games are there?
I mean, no,
How many categories can apply to one game?
Well, that's another big one. It's if
That's the thing.
If the game can fit into every single category, then like it shouldn't win every single category. Like, and again, Cliff was right. If it's game of the year, it absolutely should win.
Whoa! Cut that.
But
none of
Don't
that
ever
shit.
tell him.
This will be the only episode he watches, and that's what his takeaway is.
What do you say? What do you say?
Yeah.
But I mean, realistically, if it wins every single category, okay, cool, we got it. It's game of the year. It should have. But I feel like it has to be more diverse in a way. Like if you only set it in categories that you know it's going to win, it kind of fucking feels like a cheap shot.
Can we have a Black Santa Claus at this fucking award show? Can we get some diversity?
Yeah.
We don't need the white, pale French Claire Obscure to win every single thing.
And to be fair, Claire Obscure is fucking phenomenal. It is a very good game. I have no problem with it being game of the year. I have a problem with it winning indie game of the year and debut indie game of the year. Like that.
I explained the difference.
I know you did. And it's fine because it makes sense. But like, again, if it was debut company and it Claire Obscure didn't win, but the developers won, okay, I'll be all right with that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know what I mean? Give it a little bit of diversity on that end. I'm totally fine with that.
I also think that we're looking at genre versus category, because like category is stuff like music, right?
Sure.
And I can't remember a game that I've played that did not have music.
Or good music,
so,
yeah. I mean, like a good soundtrack.
We were vibing off of the Ape War and like splash screen and everything. So like that's good music. So,
okay.
Like every game's gonna have music. So saying music as like a category and that Claire's gonna win that one, well, that's kind of a given. But every game's gonna have music. So I think you just kind of expand upon the genre portion of it.
Sure.
Because category is gonna be like writing. Categories will be music. Categories will be what? Production or innovation or something
at least,
like that.
Yeah, sure.
I think if you win game of the year, you can have one other category that you can go for. And then you let people eat elsewhere.
I would agree.
If they have the best score, the best creative vision, the best like everything, it makes for kind of a like why don't we just skip the bullshit? Bring all the envelopes up, open them all at the same time, get it over with. Let us just watch the commercials.
I mean, I would agree if you guys kind of touched on it last time. It's like, what are they really getting?
Yeah.
Right? Like, do you remember the best music of 2024?
No.
Evanescence.
No.
That's
Next question.
You're about 20 years off, but okay.
Yeah.
Did they not just perform at the Game Awards?
But they're not winning a whole lot of anything, monetary value, or like I'm not buying a game because of the best music and anything. I might look at game of the year. Maybe I'll look at like the genres of gaming and stuff like that, but I'm not going after like, oh, this is the most innovative or something like that. And then now I'm buying that game in particular.
And I think one of the big ones of it too is that what was game of the year really about? You know, when a game won game of the year back in the day, it was more important for the physical copy editions because then it could go back on sale. If there was DLCs and stuff, they could package it all together and they could resell that game now for game of the year and it would make much more sense. But the thing is that now that we have all these digital copies of stuff, a game of the year doesn't really do much. And God forbid if like a Bethesda game wins game of the year, because I mean, they're going to re-release that game 100 times no matter what. So game of the year's got to mean more than just it was a good game for that year. Like for me, it's got to be something that's like in 5, 6, 7 years, you could go and buy Claire Obscure and it's going to still hit just the same. Like think of old game of the years. What was last year was what?
Astrobot,
right? Yeah. Tell
that
me
shit's going to hit no matter what.
Tell me in 10 years you go back to play Astrobot and you're like, this is why this was game of the year, right? Like I can go back in 10 years and play Baldur's Gate 3 and be like, yeah, there's a reason this was game of the year, because it still can hit the same. And like the stuff that they're doing, being able to play with mods and shit like that, that makes sense. Go back to even farther than that. Fallout 3 was game of the year back in like what, 2007, 2008, I think is what it was. You can still go back and play Fallout 3 today and it's still a fucking banger of a game. Right? So
Okay.
Clair Obscur has to be able to hold that for the next however long, because it's like, you know, it's Hall of Fame at that point.
I mean, I like the direction that you're coming from, but it could also just mean that the game absolutely dominated all categories.
And you're right about that. For the year of 2025, nothing else was good, so this was the game.
Yeah, right? I mean, even in a really bad sports season, there's still an MVP. There's still an offensive player of the year. There's still defensive player of the year. Like, no matter if people are scoring or not, there's still somebody who did the best. So, I mean, if you can't really blame Clair Obscur for lack of competition.
No, you're absolutely right. I also think that the nominees overall were just kind of lacking, but it may have just been this year was lacking too. You know, I don't know if it's a combination of both of them or if it's also just the video game awards themselves. That's why what we do has got to be so important, because then you look at like the other, like the indies game of the years and all the other game of the year, like VGA stuff that goes out, and or not VGA, but what's the other one that they did? One of the stupid companies.
Streamer Awards?
Not Streamer Awards.
Oh no, we don't talk about streamer awards.
Yeah. Not since Dr. Disrespect. I don't know. There's been a couple other the big ones that go out throughout the year, but the video game awards is what everything is.
Joystick Awards?
Yeah, something like that. Some stupid, you know, IGN awards.
Who the fuck cares about them?
Well, we do, because we want to be. We got to move up the ranks, man. We got to start passing.
Already there. Did we nominate Astrobot ever? No. Thank you for taking us seriously. Round of applause. Put that in. Round of applause. Add the applause.
just crickets.
The greatest night in gaming.
All right. You want to kick this off? All right. So we're going to start from the bottom and work our way to the top.
From the bottom. Okay. You let me know when we're ready.
All right. So I've got cards, side of cards. We're going to swap over to them when you start reading them off. So you hit the title and I'll roll it over.
Okay. Brad, do I
From
get an intro?
Intro, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, announcing our 2025 You've Already Peaked Gaming Awards. Soundwave, come on up.
Okay.
I can send you the podium.
Is it upscale?
Never mind, keep going.
Podium necktie. All right, so we're starting from the bottom. We have nominees for the I Don't Know How Other People Play This Shit award. Very prestigious award.
It was a stacked category. It was a good one.
Nominees include games like Dota 2, Clorp, League of Legends, Valorant, Fortnite, Minecraft, Diablo 4, who was also featured during the Game Awards, World of Warcraft, Escape from Tarkov, Final Fantasy 14, and Helldivers 2.
The competition is fierce.
Competition is very fierce, especially for our friend group, with a whopping 33.3%. The winner, I Don't Know How Other People Play This Shit award, is none other than Valorant.
Yeah. All right, I think that was the one I voted for too.
I want to say that was my vote.
Because like I keep going back to play Valorant and I'm like, I'm either just really bad at it or it's just not Counter-Strike. And so I'm like, whatever.
It's Counter-Strike for this generation, but it's just, I don't know, man. I feel like more people are going on there to just try to find a significant other. Like, oh, you want a duo? Or something like nah, man. And also, like, compared to everything else, compared to everything else with this Omni movement and stuff going on, it actually feels kind of slow.
It does. It's a very sluggish game. Yeah.
Yeah. Brad, input for your nomination?
I believe mine was Tarkov. I can't believe that it released on Steam and people rebought it. And I just, I know they released as a 1.0, but I just, it's been 10 years.
You know what's really interesting about it being on Steam, though, is that Steam has they like mandate a bunch of things. Like games have to run, they have to be like functional or whatever it comes out to. So Tarkov has gotten multiple like micro updates to keep the game running like smooth, or like for like cheaters and stuff like that, they have to keep like updating. So that's the only positive of being on Steam, is that Tarkov gets more love than once a season.
You will be happy to know that Escape from Tarkov actually came in second. So you are not alone out there.
There we go.
Out of the thousands of responses that we had, it actually ended up with 20% of the votes.
Yeah.
There we go. I like to hear that. I'm glad my finger's still on the pulse.
There you go. Next up, we are going to be presenting the Should Have Won Last Year award. You could also call this the Peaks Last Year award if you wanted to. This is for games that didn't quite win the Game of the Year, but they still held a certain spot in our hearts. Your nominees include Balatro, Pal World, Hell Let Loose. I don't know why this keeps making it on. Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erd Tree, World of Warcraft, The War Within, and Helldivers 2. The Peaks Last Year award, as I'm going to be dubbing it now, at a whopping 60% of the votes, your winner is none other than Helldivers 2.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's...
Honestly, I was expecting a bit more for Balatro.
Honestly, I voted Helldivers 2 because I definitely think that's one of those games that is kind of, it took over for a long period of time, and they've done really well with monetization in the game. They like have done well with keeping up with it. I mean, the worst thing that they've had to deal with is the fact that it's Sony, but other than that, shit, a game should have won more awards last year or whenever it came. It was last year, right? It came out. Yeah, it was last year.
Yeah, it was last year, and then they had their whole debacle with Sony trying to sneak in and like, oh, they're doing great. We should get a slice of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do like what they have been doing with the game. I mean, Sean is obviously still a big fan of it, and the few times that we still jump in there, it still feels good. It feels like they're trying, which is good. And it still just feels like more of the same fun. So
the best part about that game is because it's almost like a living, breathing game where not only does like the game continues to update, but like every time you go in, you end up in a different system on a different planet doing something different. So like it never feels like it's always going to be the same thing over and over again. So it kind of gives a little bit of variety, which is nice. It's just it almost totes the line of like an MMO. Like I guess it's live service, you know what I mean? Yeah. But like something that's just continuously evolving on its own without anybody really having to do anything.
Yeah. And I still think they have a lot of room for possibilities. Like unlike some of the games, like I know we're gonna touch on Claire Obscure, but like for some of the other games, like it has a lot of open-endedness that it could still touch on. Like I would think that something like PvP could still be cool in Helldivers.
Agreed.
Right? Like maybe there's different teams going for a particular resource or something like that. Even though it's supposed to be all of humanity or something.
Shout out to all you pussy ass Arc Raider players.
I mean, that would be dope to see like factions within like after a certain time. You know what I mean? Like you siding with a faction, or like how Chaos Marines in like 40K. You know what I mean? And just getting into a PvP map, that would be fucking a blast.
Yeah, because I was still thinking as far as like another enemy type too, it could be like exiled Helldivers and stuff like that too, because obviously we're all going to these planets for particular resources and reasons. That maybe there is an offset planet that has a bunch of outcasts and stuff like that, but that ends up being a portion of your enemy.
Yeah.
And they just kind of hunt you down bounty hunter style.
We can call them communists. Yeah.
Democracy. Yeah.
Fuck them. I mean, I have used that within Arc Raiders, and it did get me a free revive. Yeah. Next up, the prestigious Clorf Award, the Stuck in the Past Award. These are for games that are still near and dear to us on the daily, and we just can't get away from them for some reason. So this is kind of just sticking around. It's probably be growing throughout the years as we go forward. But games,
It's got word for production. Nobody gives a fuck about the Clorf Award. What? I mean, you can say
Yeah,
it, but
we can skip it if we want.
pretty unanimously, as soon as you said that name, everybody
We
All
made a
sponsors
trophy.
just walked out.
immediate drop in ratings. But go ahead.
Well, the Stuck in the Past Award, it might get sponsored by like Cialis or something. So we'll go ahead and hold on to it for now. It's a good opportunity for Metamucil. Okay, the nominees for the Clorf Award include games like Dota 2, PUBG, my personal favorite, EverQuest, Escape from Tarkov, because that shit's like 10 years old or something now.
Yeah.
Counter-Strike 2, 7 Days to Die. Who plays that? That should have been the Who Plays This Shit award.
Yeah, I agree.
The Elder Scrolls Skyrim, which may be releasing soon. Final Fantasy 14 and Final Fantasy Tactics, which just had a new release, re-release.
Good God, you said Escape from Tarkov has been out for 10 years, and then you listed a bunch of very considerably older. If anything, this is considered grooming, bringing Escape from Tarkov into here.
You may not be happy with the results, but we do have a 3-way tie.
Ooh.
People just love their games. The winners are Final Fantasy Tactics, Dota 2, and Escape from Tarkov.
Jesus Christ. What couldn't be a perfect way to have this award. It's the Cliff Award, and we can't even get an actual winner.
Yeah. All right, so all the winners go to a supply closet and go fuck each other.
Yeah.
No one cares.
I think we just have to take everyone. We got to play each one of those games and just decide for ourselves.
Rather not.
Well, I'll tell you who doesn't win is Dota, that's for sure.
Dota does not.
Nope. God. Well, okay, Final Fantasy Tactics?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
that's
just had a re-release.
Can you check through the ballots and see who the fuck voted for that?
God, man.
We like to play it fair here. It is anonymous.
Thank God.
Yeah, but they just re-released everything again, and it is a game that I do love. There are a few games that I have bought multiple times over, but I was not convinced to buy.
But you want to
them this
remain
time.
anonymous. We get it.
I mean,
No, I didn't even vote for that one.
Sure, yeah.
I voted for EverQuest.
see, that's a problem with that. It's like when you vote for something like that, it's like, man, I even if I believe that there was another game in there, I'm still just going to go with the one that I love, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I did not vote for 7 Days, though. I know for a fact I didn't vote for 7 Days on that one.
Yeah, no one did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, a little telling. Next, we have the prestigious Sean Award. This is the story or the writing of the year. Read the lore. Your nominees include Claire Obscure, Expedition 33, Arc Raiders, Dispatch, Blueprints, Shape of Dreams, Zort, South of Midnight, Raven's Watch, Ghost of Yote, and Silent Hill F. This might have been one of the most lopsided categories, just looking through really quickly. The story writing of the year, aka the Sean Award, goes to Claire Obscure.
God damn it. I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense. It was the best story that had come. Although I will say, Dispatch.
Yeah, Dispatch was actually in second.
Yeah, Dispatch has got a story to it, man. It's got a story. I'm well, like, very happy with that. Shape of Dreams, South of Midnight is a cool story too, but I don't think that really went anywhere. I don't know if there was a lot of people that kind of played that. It just kind of came out of left field, but what a cool idea for a game and a story. So
I don't think a lot of people knew about it. Like
Never heard of it.
Yeah, I mean, you never heard of it. He's only explained it like 4 times on the actual podcast, but it still makes sense.
Do you think I listen? Watch when my eyes go dead.
oh, yeah.
No, those headphones aren't even plugged in. Yeah, Claire Obscure won with 71% of the vote. It is just a phenomenal story.
It is.
And they took risks, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, they used AI
To write the story? Not bad. Just give him a couple of... I need Frenchmen doing painting things.
There is something cool about the game. Like the overall story of Claire Obscure is brilliant, but it's the small things when you're in each of the world and like you're walking up and you're overlooking a huge like area or something, and then knowing that that's like a boss area, and then as you're going through and talking to certain people, they're explaining this area or things like that, and there is the immersion part of it. When you're playing, you're just like, I'm hooked. I'm fucking hooked, and I can't get away from it. Yeah. No.
Yeah, they did a fantastic job. They tried to and here's the thing, I think that like the indie portion of the debut indie or whatever is they made it out of nowhere, like ground up. It just popped up, and then you're just immersed into the world. And I know that Sean was like really excited about when I was reaching certain parts in the story, and just, are you there? Are you here yet? Are you there yet? So yeah, this very much fits right there with next to Sean's heart. What was your input, Mr. Brad?
I voted for Claire Obscure.
Yeah,
Of course.
I did. It absolutely fit it. I think anything that's got like 86 hours of cutscenes kind of deserves a storytelling award, because putting that much time into it
Isn't Dispatch just one whole cutscene?
There's brief moments of interaction. I will say Dispatch quickly became a hot favorite of mine, but does it eclipse Claire Obscure?
I mean,
Which I feel like is foreshadowing for potentially the rest of this.
This also goes back to the video game awards. Like we got Arc Raiders in there. There's a story in Arc Raiders.
Okay.
There is.
There is. You just have to hunt for it and read codexes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you would argue that there was a story within Escape from Tarkov. It's like they're really trying to push the story element to it now and go and talk to these people. And
oh man, it makes us fucking
my
miserable.
problem with Arc Raiders, how much of it was just AI? We know all the character models. We know all of even the movement paths, of which I still think is like very smart on teaching the machines on how they work themselves, how they move around the map. But that was AI. The character models, the voices, all that.
Claire Obscure just won.
For me to latch on, knowing that.
I get that, but you voted for Claire Obscure, which had AI,
which got in trouble for AI textures.
Sure, I'm sure that's all they used. The
crazy thing is,
send me a link then. Send me a link.
Claire Obscure, Arc Raiders, and Dispatch all contain the letters AI in their name.
Oh, it's
conspiracy. Where's the hat?
Fuck.
You think AI is just kind of dropping hints as it's making it? We're going to put the letters AI in there.
Do you guys remember?
I feel unprepared that I don't have tinfoil around me.
Do you guys remember when Super Mario Galaxy released on the Wii? So the guy who did the box art for it, he got fired like right before launch, and I guess his last thing he had to do was do the cover art. Super Mario Galaxy, the G, the A, and the Y have little stars at the end of it, and so the stars spell out gay, and so it launched, got into the store, and then immediately after launch day, when we were like dumping a ton of them out, I remember we got like notification from like head office. It was like, you have to pull all those because we have to send like new sheets or whatever. It was like, what? Like, we're not fucking pulling any of this. We've already sold, I don't know, 1,000 copies. Like, what do you want us to do? There's like, well, there's some profanity on the cover. And we hunted forever. We're like, where the fuck is, like, we were thinking like Mario's dick was hanging out or something. No, it's just gay. And then ever since then, now it's like super intense. Like they have to go through and meticulously look at everything.
Happy Pride Month, Mario.
Yep.
It just makes me want to buy that game more. I'm worried about a rainbow hat.
Yeah, exactly.
Can I get the gay copy?
Yeah. I wonder where you can find that for, like on eBay now. If that one sells for more, I'd go for it.
Yeah, I'm sure it's all over the place.
Next up in the categories for the You've Already Peaked Gaming Awards 2025. You've Already Peaked, by the way, also does not have the letters AI in it.
Doesn't.
This is for the soundtrack of the year. I Just Want to Vibe. This might end up being my category later on. I was trying to figure out where I want to put my stamp on, but I really just want to vibe. What is that hand doing?
I'm covering the eye.
I was like, careful with that hand gesture. What are we doing over there? We already passed up the Clorf Award.
That's true. You're right.
Soundtrack of the year. Your nominees include Clair Obscur, Expedition 33, Arc Raiders, South of Midnight, Dispatch, Hades 2, Hollow Knight Silk Song, Ghost of Yote, and Death Stranding 2. I did have to reach out for some inspiration with this one because I had not personally played a couple of these games, but I heard they have some bangers. The whopping 38.5%. Your winner for Soundtrack of the Year is Clair Obscur.
Yeah. All right. That makes sense. It makes sense. I will say, the music for that fit the vibe because of what was going on, but like Ghost of Yote, like even Ghost of Tsushima, man, they did phenomenal work with like a soundtrack, but it's like all old Asian, type of music. So it's like, if you're not into it, it's not really going to do well for you.
Let's see what Will voted for. Oh, you're right. Just kidding. It's anonymous. No, I mean, the soundtrack, the writing combined, that's why I kept using the words immersion or immersed or anything of the sort, because it creates the environment. It creates the world. And from them doing it from not knowing anything about this game to 5 minutes in, I'm like, oh, yep, this is it.
Yep.
I am in it. Like I played it on Game Pass, so I didn't even technically buy it, but it makes me want to go and buy it.
Yeah.
Like it makes me want to go and put money
I played it on Game Pass too.
Yeah.
What did you vote for, Brad?
Dispatch.
Did you?
Dispatch had some absolute bangers, and I voted that way not because it only applied to the game, but I would absolutely listen to it outside. I would listen to it on my drive. They had some fucking hot moments that capitalized on like the scene and stuff like that, and they just also happen to be just like absolute bangers that you would fucking listen to like on your drive. I'm sorry, I don't want to listen to the soundtrack on my way to work. Even Clair Obscur. And so for this specific soundtrack, I went further than just it's immersing me into the game. I went with like, no, this is just something I would listen. I would actually have like the vinyl and play it. Yeah. More than just setting the mood before I fucking do karate in front of my cats.
Agreed.
Yeah, I mean, there are a few games that I still go back and listen to just the soundtrack, and I think that makes for a pretty obvious choice. Baldur's Gate. I listen to Baldur's Gate.
By the river. Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas.
Oh, yes.
Dude, I will play those original soundtracks like on repeat.
Yeah, when I'm trying to chill, I'll play like soundtracks for Mass Effect or for Valheim. Like Valheim, dude, I'll just go sit in a field if I have to.
Yeah.
Just, like kill mosquitoes every now and then just to listen to that track. Like it's so good.
It is. Man, Valheim does have good fucking music in it.
It does. Castlevania Symphony of the Night, EverQuest, all things that are just near and dear.
Yep.
Cult of the Lamb actually slaps.
Yeah. Cult of the Lamb does have good music in it. Yeah.
Yeah. Very bouncy, very vibey. I'll go in there, turn the bass up, and just like hit the freeway. it adds an extra like 10, 15 miles per hour to my speed. It's good, man.
Aaron's got his Steam Deck plugged into his aux cord, just listening
About
to
Will's just got Hell Let Loose on the car.
just the German tracks.
Yeah, just the victory screen.
Next up, for the You've Already Peaked Gaming Awards of 2025, we have the Where'd That Come From? Surprise of the Year.
These
Another
are
very-
amongst my favorites.
Yeah.
Your nominees include Zort, Raven's Watch, Super Vibe, Claire Obscure Expedition 33, South of Midnight, The Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remastered, Vellum, Blueprints, Arc Raiders, Shape of Dreams, Mega Bonk, and Dispatch. Barely edging, don't get excited, Red, barely edging out the competition with 26.7% of the votes. Your winner for the Surprise of the Year is it's Arc Raiders.
Ah, man. I think I voted Zort.
I voted Zort.
I might have voted Zort. Either
I would
Zort
1000% voted Zort.
Zort is phenomenal.
Yeah, Arc
Arc
Raiders.
Don't get me wrong. Like, they kind of came out of left field and dominated, but they had a play test. They had a lot of things that kind of like hinted towards this being a good success. Where Zort, it's probably nowhere near on the charts. It's probably nowhere near as popular as anything else on that list. But good fucking God, those are my favorite videos that have ever been on the internet. Watching you guys play them. Oh my God.
I mean, I think because again, this went out to thousands of people. Generally, yeah, Arc Raiders, a lot of people weren't following with it. It did pop up and it did gain a massive amount of popularity. And it probably just has that curve that just goes, just skyrockets in.
Yep.
Zort surprised you during the game.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't gain as much popularity like prior to and get people to buy it. But as you're playing the game, you had no idea what was going to happen. And I think that was that's pretty cool for a game to do, where it's surprising you during the actual game.
I was gonna say Zort was one of those things I think even when we first started it, it was like we found the fart button. It was like, oh, it's gonna be one of those games. and then every 5 minutes it was another right hand turn. It was like, God damn, I am so invested in this game.
Second place was actually Mega Bonk.
Oh, that's good. I respect that. Mega Bonk is a hell of a game. Mega Bonk is like the perfect amount of roguelite meets like, different trials meets like difficulty. I just enjoy playing the hell out of Mega Bonk.
And Mega Bonk is one of the games that I actually picked up during the latest sale.
Yeah, I saw you playing it.
Odd ending games. It's pretty good. Clank sucks, but it is a pretty fun game.
Once you start like finding different synergies and then realizing you can turn certain unlocks off to like start like kind of tailoring a build when you get in, and then it's just like how far you can go. Oh, just such a cool game. Such a cool game.
I think the moment I was doing that, same with like Ball Pit.
Yeah.
Ball X Pit.
Ball X Pit.
Ball Pit. Ball.
Okay.
The moment that you start finding the synergies, I was like, this is a game for Trevor.
Yeah.
This is where he's gonna be like, oh, you could do this with this build.
As soon as you said the word synergies, that's exactly what I thought. I was like,
Yeah.
just roll my eyes.
What do you think of when I say the word cats?
I look to my door to make sure they're not breaking in.
Yeah.
Oh, I was going general knowledge.
Protecting them every day.
Our next category is the Brad Award. The Dumpster Fire of the Year. Wait, was that offensive? I thought that was pretty
No,
good.
I thought I already had my category well established, but go ahead.
Dumpster Fire of the Year. Surprisingly, there weren't as many nominees for this one. I don't think it would have mattered regardless, because these ones kind of stand out. The Dumpster Fire of the Year nominees include Concord, Avowed, Mind's Eye, and Battlefield 6.
I feel like everybody in this category should just win.
I don't know. I don't think Battlefield 6 had a bad debut or anything.
You had to go into like
The kernel?
the
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
You had to know how to program to get the game running.
If I can do it, anyone on the face of the earth can.
I didn't
not-
know I had to go back to MySpace HTML programming to try to get this shit to work.
It's not that you can do it. It's you shouldn't have to do it.
Why do I have to do that to play the game?
Fair. Haters, but fair.
The Dumpster Fire of the Year award, if you want to call it that, goes
It's
to
an award.
none other than Avowed.
Yes, that's what the fuck I'm talking about.
All right, I'll take that one. Because Mind's Eye was rough, but Avowed was man.
Chef's kiss, eat shit.
Is it really that bad?
It was bad. It was bad. I tried too.
Especially for the hopes. I was excited for it.
Man, I fucking kept trying too. I tried, like, we didn't try for, what was it, Dragon Age or whatever. Sean played that. It was like, whatever, you know. Avowed, I was like, I'm going to give it the old goddamn college try. And I put in like 80 hours in that game, and it just, by hour 5, I was like, I am bored. By hour 80, I was just as bored.
Hour 80?
Yeah, man. It
It's
was
so boring. Let me dump 80 hours in it.
Well, you know, those types of games are like,
Shout out to Nightingale.
yeah, no, those types of games, like your fucking Elder Scrolls games, your Fallout games. There is points where like the main story, shit like that, it can be relatively boring playing those games. But then as you progress, you find your side quests, you find new armor, new gear, stuff like that. The game starts to open up and become a little bit more interesting or whatever. That game just never fucking capitalized on it. The other one that Sean played that I really want to, I still have not played is, what was it, Tainted Grail?
Oh, yeah. I played the demo.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
That one seems pretty good. And he was showing me some of the, like, the armor and stuff and the way the builds work. I was like, that's what Avowed should have been. So,
Yeah. That one the demo felt really kind of refreshing for that style of combat. I always get nervous when it's like magic and sword style of combat and stuff like that. There's not a lot of games that do it phenomenally, and it felt really good. So we now have, this was inspired by Steam, actually. I didn't think about how to name this category until I saw it, but it is the Will Award, also known as the best game you suck at. And previously, the Will Award was like the game you're just bad at, but you just can't stop playing. Stuff like that. So, similar
Man.
effect.
The possibilities with me. It is just anybody's race.
Every game in the Steam library, just you name it, especially Chivalry 2. Get fucked, Brad. The best game you suck at. Nominees include Enshrouded, Gray Zone Warfare, Escape from Tarkov, Ark Raiders, Marvel Rivals, and Battlefield 6. I have seen this firsthand. The winner, at a whopping 2/3 of the vote, is Ark Raiders.
oh, interesting. That's interesting. Do I suck at Ark Raiders, or
Why will
I just, I was gonna say, or do I just go in to Stellamontis with a free kit and get blasted? Like,
And not care what
does that
happens.
make me mad? It's like-
I'm here to sow chaos. And that's it. Interesting.
I mean, I think a lot of people voted for this one
What
just
was the runner-up?
because the runner-up is Escape from Tarkov,
Yeah.
which still is allowed votes because it did release this year. I think for Ark Raiders, it's what is being good in Ark Raiders? Is it actually being able to go and complete your your tasks and your quests, or leveling up, or PvP.
Sure.
Because there's just a lot of people that can't do any of those. So I think that's
a good point.
Yeah. I'm pretty good if I got to go and grab some stuff and get out. Like, I can do that all day. But if you put me in some PvP, I'm 50-50 at best.
Especially when it comes to extraction shooters. Extraction shooters are, I mean, it's a crapshoot if you're going to be going up against somebody else that's on par with your skills, or if you're just running into no sweats, or the sweats, that just have nothing to do but play this game all day long. Because there's no matchmaking or anything in that game, it's just load in and go. It's the same thing with fucking Tarkov Live, man. It's like, I can get into Tarkov Live, and there's days I feel like I am fucking like, there are days like I get done playing and I'm like, man, I've really progressed in this game and I've gotten better. And then there's days I play and I'm like, fuck this game, so
I think it's just being able to roll with whatever comes at you in the fly. You go in and you're like, okay, I'm going to bring this kit because I'm going for this objective. And then 2 seconds into raid, you're getting shot at, and all of a sudden all your plans are gone. Now, I guess it's PvP.
I think I might have voted for Marvel Rivals in that category, because I know I'm decent at that game, but then I get into the comp and I am just ass. And I know I'm ass because people tell me I'm ass, and I'm like, I know I'm playing like ass.
Tank diff.
Yeah.
I mean, I think another big factor within the category would be whether or not you want to continue to keep playing, even though you're bad at it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because like, there's games that I'm just bad at where I'll just, nope, I'm done. I'll go to something that I'm okay at, decent. I think that was another big pull, is like Arc Raiders kind of gives you that heroin high, as Brad likes to touch on sometimes, and just say like, I got to get back in there.
Yeah.
I just lost all my shit. I got to get back. Like, you kind of enjoy playing it, even if you hate losing your shit, which is something that I personally hate in all extraction shooters.
Yeah, that is a good point. You do absolutely hate losing your shit.
That's why I voted for Escape for Tarkov in that category.
Oh. Yeah.
Because
insurance.
No, because even if you think you're good at the game will find a way to make you bad at the game. $7 mil buckshot leveling you with when you're fully kitted is just like.
Oh yeah, I was in interchange the other day, and I got a fucking massive lag spike, and then it was like, oh, you need to get back into the game. And when I got back in, Scav had shot me. I was like, fuck this. So
from a corner of the map, you've just been sitting still for too long, and it just, hey, ship in here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
one pellet hits you in your eye.
It's those stupid ass landmines that are somehow buried in the street under concrete, and I'm like, okay, yes, this makes sense. Very humbling. Next, we have the multiplayer game of the year. The dude, you gotta buy this Trevor Award. This one includes the most money wasted on games that you play only once.
Mm-hmm.
Your nominees.
That's also a very stacked category then.
Also a very stacked category. Oh man, this is gonna take a while. Okay. Your nominees for multiplayer game of the year include Zort, Marvel Rivals, Borderlands 4, Arc Raiders, Holdfast, Nations at War, Repo, Raven's Watch, Vellum, Shape of Dreams, Monster Hunter Wilds, you put that in there somewhere, Split Fiction, Elden Ring Night Ring, which I forgot existed, and Peak. The winner at nearly half of the thousands of votes, 46%, is none other than Arc Raiders.
That's rough.
That is rough. You could argue that Marvel Rivals wouldn't be even applicable because you're not paying for it unless you're Trevor and you immediately buy $80 worth of skins.
100%.
That's where they get you.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah. Arc is a good game. It almost doesn't feel deserving of such a travesty of a category.
Man, Borderlands, though, that would have been Borderlands is a good. I mean, is it good
Unless
co-op? Borderlands is good solo, but like Borderlands in-game content, like multiplayer, that's the bee's knees. Murdering bosses, finding dope loot. I don't know. That's a tough one. Ark. That's fine. I agree with it. I think I agree with it. It is only multiplayer, so like it'd be hard to beat an only multiplayer game.
Is it multiplayer or is it we only played it once?
Oh.
What was the category?
No, it's the dude. You got to buy this. It's multiplayer.
Yeah, multiplayer.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, Ark.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I
Or
appreciate
Marvel Rivals makes a lot of sense too.
Yeah.
Marvel Rivals does.
Only because you can have more people in the stack.
Yep.
Yeah. Arc Raiders made sense to me because while it is a really good game that I suck at, I feel like the multiplayer aspect of it is it changes my play style. I approach the game differently when I have people to play with. Like I have my Russian friend Dimitri. We get in there, that guy's PvP all day. He will hunt people down. It's not like I hear somebody over here. It's like, no, we're going to go here. We're going to find people here. I'm going to set up some traps. We're going to, I don't like doing it, but we're going to rat the shit out of this right now. And it's going to be fun. And we're going to enjoy our time. I would never think about doing that solo.
Yeah.
So it completely changes the way that I play the game. I appreciate it for that factor alone.
Those are very good points.
I need to play Night Rain.
Yeah.
I forgot that game even existed. Like I'm really going through multiplayer. It's like, oh yeah,
it's on sale, right?
It's on sale. Yeah, I almost picked it up. It's like 30% off or something. I was like, that's actually probably the best time to give it a shot.
Like, when did this game come out? Like, I don't see it anywhere. Okay. The game of the year.
The final one.
For the Game of the Year award.
What?
Is that a Balrog? Is that the thing from Infinite?
Yeah.
Is that an owlbear?
No, it's the songbird from Infinite, BioShock Infinite.
But for today, it's our Game of the Year award.
Oh, okay. All right. That's a dope fucking thing. Is that the collector's edition thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that game was fucking sick.
I have something here to give away too.
Yeah.
I can. No, that's gonna stay put. The You've Already Peaked Gaming Awards 2025 Game of the Year nominees.
You can already start walking up. You don't have to wait for him to. We know. Go ahead.
Nominees include.
You have to say it in French.
Not too fast, Frenchman.
Zort, Marvel Rivals, Kingdom Come, COME, Deliverance 2, South of Midnight, Clair Obscur Expedition 33, Blueprints, Borderlands 4, Battlefield 6, Arc Raiders, Hades 2, Hollow Knight Silksong, Death Stranding 2, and Monster Hunter Wilds. Know that when I put this category together, I grabbed from a bunch of different ceremonies and stuff like that, because it would have been kind of short otherwise. But there are many who at least deserve to be brought up within the Game of the Year talk. At 60% of the votes for the You've Already Peaked Gaming Awards 2025, your Game of the Year is Clair Obscur.
Yeah. We saw this coming from literal miles away, and it's okay. It is deserving.
It's as it should be. You know what I mean? As it should be.
AI textures be damned. What a game.
It was. That's, you know what? Not even mad, not even upset. Well done. And, fucking hopefully those French bastards can do it again next year.
Yeah, but I mean, it's for what I had said. It truly was dominant.
Mm-hmm.
It did come from nowhere. I mean, I know it didn't win the out of left field surprise of the year, but it really did. Like it came from nowhere, it built from the ground up, immediately pulled you into the story with the art design, with the storyline, with the music. It's game of the year, and it also did it in, I feel, an underutilized. I know the RPG is just like a pretty broad genre now, but the turn-based combat,
traditional like JRPG style, like
like no one does that anymore, and it kind of just stood out. It did it, and it did it well. It still added the element of, I'm not just sitting there waiting. Let me add something to where I can react during an enemy's turn. It just did a phenomenal job. It took its risks. It had really good voice acting and everything, which we don't have a voice acting category, but like that, the acting in all of it, it's your game of the year.
It is. And I think the biggest thing that I try to go back to still, regardless of anything, is that there just wasn't anything else either to compare it against. I'm not taking that away from Cleric's Cure because it was a great game, but like there's not another lateral move on that anywhere. You know what I mean? Like 2025 just did not have that. Maybe that's what it will be. Maybe once a year you're going to get a phenomenal game, and then everything else is just going to be like your throwaway. Your play it once and be done with it game. Have any of you gone back to Borderlands?
I mean, I try to dabble.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm waiting for DLC at this point because I've finished everything, and I can't be fucked to level up another character.
At this point, I'm waiting for the Steam Deck Proton to catch up to kind of optimize it more, and then it'll probably be one of the games that I just kind of like
fuck around on. Play.
Yeah. Your runner-up was Arc Raiders,
which again, I think that's another big one that maybe it doesn't hit all the categories, but it's also a game that, you know what I mean. It hits the same way that like PUBG hit when PUBG came out. You know what I mean? Everybody played it. Everybody talked about it. Everybody was in it. Like it didn't matter where you went, someone knew what PUBG was and had either a friend that played it or something like that. And like that in itself was huge for its time. And I feel like Arc Raiders is on that line right now. Everybody is playing. Everybody is talking about it. And like even the people that are like still like Battlefield or Call of Duty are still playing Arc Raiders. You know what I mean? Like it's not exclusive.
That guy from Silicon Valley, like the TV show, like he's doing like his own like little skits inside of it. Like it's breaching beyond like just gaming at this point. It's kind of becoming more of like a global zeitgeist thing,
which is super sick. Arc just needs to be able to keep up with that popularity because there's got to be more maps. There's got to be more shit to do. There's got to be more weapons. There's got to be something because at a certain point, that's why Tarkov is so much fun because you've got 900,000 different like weapon variations that you could put together to go into a raid. Arc is Tarkov light for sure, but it has the same feeling and desire that I want from it, like how we had for the cycle. And I cannot stress how good the cycle was minus the cheaters until it wasn't, right? So like the fact that Arc Raiders can keep that momentum going, it's like, yeah, man, I respect the shit out of that game.
Yeah, its ability to go mainstream and be all over Instagram, all over TikTok, all over everything, like that's just going to help in the long run. And hopefully they do well moving forward. For Clair Obscur, I do like that, again, they started creating this world out of nowhere. And they, not to try to spoil the story, but they name drop certain things within the story that they could definitely create a sequel on. They can do an expansion if they wanted.
Yeah.
Or they could just do this later on and just like revamp the whole thing because they know they got the team, they got the talent.
They could even do prequels.
Well,
yeah, they can't win best debut indie game anymore.
No,
but they can still, win indie categories.
First Expedition.
You could do the first expedition or DLCs or whatever it comes out to. I think another big thing about Clair Obscur too is that like we've seen the story, that same trope of a story the same way a million times, but we have never really seen that style story, like, or that plot in its own right. I just think in general, like a big fuck off thing that's painting down, you know, a number, and then people are just dying when that number hits. And you're getting to the point now where it's like, if we don't do something soon, it's just gonna be kids running the city. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's such a cool idea, such a cool concept. They did just do a great job. You know,
Clair Obscur Expedition 52. It's just Lord of the Flies.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what they're gonna do in the future.
I hope, and that's my only thing is, I just hope to God that this game, that something else comes out of it. They got Game of the Year. Are they saying it's a complete story? Are they not doing DLCs? Are they just like hands free and that's it? Or is there stuff laid up for this?
I'm trying to think about how to say this without giving away too much. I'm not sure if we're worried about spoilers, but again, they dropped the hints within the story that they could technically expand on the other world.
Are you talking? Oh, yeah, I'm trying to think of.
So I'm trying to think how to do it. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Right, because there's the obvious conflict, and then there's the subtle.
Yes. Okay.
Conflict.
All right. Okay.
And they can really touch upon that one if they wanted to. It's just trying to think about like how magical is this world, like how.
Yeah. How deep back can you get into it? Yeah. I could definitely see that being something. But again, as Brad was saying, maybe it's a new game or whatever. I just, you know, I think that game could benefit from a DLC.
I mean, it could come out as early as next month because all they got to do is throw it through AI anyways. Make a sequel. Make a sequel. God. Pop this out.
Yep. Just prompt. Just please look up Clair Obscur and give me a DLC. Let it run for 25 minutes.
Well, those were your winners.
Yeah.
You've already peaked Gaming Wars 2025, Brad.
There were some twists. There were some turns. There was a very clear, obvious winner.
Yep. This year was just Clair Obscur's win. So, well, that's good, man. We did this all within an hour too.
Yeah, I actually have an exercise for you now.
Okay.
You guys have extra monitors?
Yeah, of course.
Or you got some pen and paper, something going on?
Yeah.
Okay. So as I said at the beginning, like I'm sick of the Clair Obscur slander, right? Because you guys are saying, well, there's no competition and blah, 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 blah. So I thought it would have been fun. I'm going to send you guys this. I thought it would have been fun. Let's put it against other Game of the Year winners.
Oh.
So I have the previous winners going back from 2014. This was the beginning of the Game Awards. Games such as Dragon Age Inquisition, The Witcher 3, Overwatch, The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, God of War, Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, The Last of Us Part 2, It Takes Two, Elden Ring, Baldur's Gate 3, your favorite Astrobot.
It's going number one.
And now Clair Obscur Expedition 33. And I wanted to see if you both would be willing to rank those games individually and let's see what y'all come up with.
Man, okay.
There's 10 slots, but there's more.
You just put it in whatever category you think it'd be.
Oh, okay.
We're just ranking it by.
Yeah, 1 through 10 or 1 through 12.
And then there's obviously going to be some that just fall into different point.
Yeah. So man. Since you want to say that Clair Obscur had no competition, let's give it some competition. The best, or I don't know if we want to say best, but the Game of the Year winners going back to 2014 and where you personally are going to be ranking these games now. I'll go ahead and say Astrobot's probably number 12.
Yeah, I have Astrobot all the way at the bottom. I've got Zelda Breath of the Wilds. just above that.
What?
Man,
Whoa!
You're influencing his. You're influencing him. Let him do what he's gonna do.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, go ahead. Fucking dorks.
Not me. This is between y'all. I'm a guest.
Well, what do you? No, you gotta come in on this.
Okay.
Yeah, what's yours?
And
Dork.
let me add my rows then. I know let's do this. This is 11. Okay. And then we'll consider this 12. Okay. I think my number 1 is pretty clear and obvious. I'd say my number 2 is pretty clear and obvious. I'd say my number 3 is right there. I mean, I agree that it would be nice to see more games in a running. But that's not Claire's fault. So let's put it against some other winners. Ooh, am I happy with this? I don't know. I have to move it. I don't feel good about that. I consider myself done.
Okay, I think I'm done.
Brad will be next week. Okay, we're gonna start with the used to. Look at me, he's so excited.
Are you gonna go first, Brad?
Sure.
Okay, hit it.
Am I going bottom to top or top
Yeah.
to bottom?
Let's do bottom top.
Bottom to top. Astrobot. Fuck yourself. Zelda. Breath of the Wilds. Okay. You're after that. Overwatch 2.
It's Overwatch. It's not Overwatch 2.
Yeah.
Overwatch. Whatever.
Well, there's a big difference.
Yeah,
one of them you can play, one of them you can't.
Is there a big difference?
Should be.
With one just an update.
Okay.
Past that, I put Dragon Age Inquisition.
Okay.
Next up, It Takes Two.
Okay.
Next up, Sekiro.
Okay.
Next up, God of War.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, Last of Us Part 2. Next
Getting up there.
Witcher 3.
Uh-huh.
Next up, Expedition 33. Next up, Elden Ring. And then finally, Baldur's Gate.
So you still had
really the hardest one for me was which one goes top for me, Baldur's Gate or Elden Ring.
But you still had
I think-
Expedition 33 at number 3?
Yes.
So even among previous Game of the Year winners, you put it up there.
Yes.
That's part of this exercise.
Well,
All right.
it takes precedence, I think, because of its humble beginnings and everything like that, where a lot of these have big studio backing. I think
Zelda has the biggest.
And they can fuck off. Overwatch would have been lower than Zelda for me, but I also took into account like the time that it came out, the different games that followed after it. So it has a little bit of prestige that's kind of carrying it. It Takes Two, only because it was such a massive, giant phenomenon for like co-op and for like getting like your significant other who might not play games to play with you.
Agreed.
And finding something like that. Sekiro and God of War are kind of even to me. I think even Sekiro might be more for me than God of War, but God of War, I think overall franchise is just kind of undeniable.
Okay.
Going up, Witcher 4 or Witcher 3 only landed there because of Gwent. If it were not for that game, it would not even be there.
Okay.
Last of Us is Last of Us, and then the top 3 just kind of stand on their own.
Okay, I got starting from last place to first place. Astrobot, Inquisition, Last of Us Part 2, Sekiro, Witcher 3, Breath of the Wild, God of War, It Takes Two, Clair Obscur, Overwatch, Baldur's Gate, Elden Ring. And
Fourth for you?
Huh? Fourth. Yeah, Clair Obscur was fourth. Elden Ring did something that it cannot be recreated in the same manner, because everybody who came from playing Souls games to then playing Elden Ring, like the difference was phenomenal, right? And then the story, the lore, they hadn't really done anything different from the other games, but making that game the way that it did, like, changed how all of the Souls games will ever be from here on out. You know what I mean? And that's why it was so impactful. Baldur's Gate, obviously, I just don't think I can put it at fucking the first, because if I got to play chapter 1 again, I think I'll blow my goddamn brain out.
Yeah, that's fair.
Overwatch is number 3 because no matter what anyone can say, Overwatch was the shit. And anybody who missed that fucking train missed out on something you'll never be able to get again. Like,
Fair.
you know what I mean? Not just the game, but the way the game was done, the community, how much that game sparked esports, and like what it did to like for the hero shooter genre in general. That was the first that just kind of like capitalized on. Claire Obscure, obviously. It Takes Two, you're absolutely right. Why it's ranked so high is it is a game that just, it's for everyone. And it just does so much to just kind of put two people together. God of War, that was probably one of the best storylines during its time period that it came out. That was a phenomenal story. That was a phenomenal game. They had changed God of War finally to wasn't just like a button masher, that there was a little bit more to it. Oh God, it looked good. Breath of the Wild next after that, because that game, woo boy, man, Breath of the Wild is a fucking masterpiece. That game is so much fun. It's so different. It's so out there. And they really, did Zelda good with that one. Witcher 3, I thought it was the best game ever, but I went back and played it recently, and it's kind of sluggish nowadays. And then I realized I fucking hate the combat in Witcher 3.
Yeah, it's not great.
It's not great. And the whole game is either you talking to people or combat. And it's really like the weird locked camera system, and then like only dodge rolling places. And it just doesn't work well, but it's a great game. Sekiro, but Sekiro's low because it's like, yeah, I got game of the year, but this is another Souls game. Mm-hmm. Last of Us Part 2, because I just got sick and tired of the fucking stopping my zombie kills to like hear about my feelings. Inquisition, because it was just, ugh. And then Astrobot, man, I'd put it at top, but I never played it, so.
I don't know anyone that has played it. I don't know a single person that has.
No.
Like, no one's ever talked to me about Astrobot.
No.
I have a lot of gaming friends. I have a lot of friends that I met on Twitch. No one's ever talked to me about how good Astrobot is. They haven't mentioned Astrobot at all. And it's like, I don't. Who's buying this game? Because whenever
doesn't it come free with the PlayStation 5?
That's what I'm saying, because I know people that have PS5s, they never bring out Astrobot like, oh, you got to see this, oh, you got to try this. No, it's like it's every other game besides Astrobot. So I don't know if somebody got paid under the table or something.
Oh, for sure.
We're going back to Claire Obscure. It's like, well, what are they really getting out of it? But then again, it's PS5. They are going to sell hard copies that say Game of the Year.
And how many PS5s that go out? Did it sell just based on numbers alone? If we look at PlayStation 5's exclusive titles, well, Astrobot was the only one that we had. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. That's a wild one.
Yeah.
All right, what do you got?
Okay, well, it's no surprise at number 12, I have Astrobot, which I believe for us is the one consensus.
Yeah.
That no one plays this shit. I don't understand why it got Game of the Year. And as we're looking at these should have won last year, Helldivers, Balatro, they feel like way more obvious choices for people who actually play games and love games and stuff like that. What the fuck is Astrobot? Number 12,
I think
Astrobot.
It's a good point before we continue to point out that Donkey Kong Bonanza was nowhere on any of our lists.
Good point.
Keep going.
Oh, Donkey Kong.
We're learning.
I mean, it might be on the should have won last year for 2026.
I'll kill you.
Number 12, I have Astrobot. Number 11, Dragon Age Inquisition.
Okay.
Number 10, Sekiro. Number 9, The Last of Us Part 2. And it's a little unfair just because The Last of Us Part 1 was just
So good.
so
Yep.
good.
It's such a good game.
Number 8, I have God of War. Number 7, I have The Witcher 3. Number 6, I have Overwatch. That one was a little tough. Part of me wants to put it a little bit higher, but then I also remember that Overwatch is the reason why we started playing games with Will. So then it got knocked back down.
Okay, that was a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah, because if it wasn't for that, he wouldn't be running around as Diva, screaming at the top of his lungs, and we would have never convinced him to play other games. So it stays down there, middle of the pack. Number 5, I have It Takes Two. Number 4, I have Breath of the Wild.
Okay.
Number 3, I have Elden Ring. Number 2, I have Clair Obscur.
Okay.
And number 1, as if it wasn't going to be obvious from the very beginning of this exercise,
Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate 3. I agree with the points for It Takes Two. I think it is a very good entry gateway game for, especially for couples, but just anyone who maybe you're playing with a kid. Maybe, well, not chill out, Clorf. Maybe you're playing with somebody who's not as familiar with the games, and just like, hey, this is a way that I can carry you. I can Sherpa you in a way.
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild, like the fact that it has engineering
Yeah.
in the game,
Yeah.
like, come on. Like,
Okay.
I mean, you think about these civil engineers and everyone that went and spent money on school, they finally get to use it by playing Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a good way to put your degree to work.
Yep. Elden Ring, I agree. I think like it did a lot for a genre that was already there.
Yep.
And just the way that it's been expanding upon that world too. And it's just beautiful. It's another one. I know that we talked about soundtracks and stuff, but I feel like I haven't played as much of it, but the soundtrack is still kind of a banger for Elden Ring. It creates that environment with a certain track, and you're like, I'm in danger.
Yeah.
I can move.
Boss fight music and stuff. Oh, and then
good.
God, it's so good. Fuck, I want to play Elden Ring.
Clair Obscur, this might be a little bit of a biased pick because it's fresh and new, but I just really fell in love with that game, the way that they did it. And the Baldur's Gate will probably be in my top 10 games of all time whenever I talk about them.
For sure.
Just did a phenomenal job. Everything down at the bottom is kind of like, you can kind of rearrange it besides Astrobot, however I'm feeling on that day, but a lot of them kind of feel the same with Witcher 3 and God of War and Sekiro. But very clearly, Astrobot's going to stay at number 12.
Until we play it, and then we're all going to eat shorts, dude.
I was so wrong.
So wrong.
I was so wrong.
So
that little
wrong.
fucker's got some heart.
I don't know, man. But I mean, it's good to see that even with the Clair Obscur slander and dragging it through the mud, we still had it at 4, 3, and 2.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
All right.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Now let's redo this list. What's best RPG? Mash them around. What's best soundtrack? What's best? The slander only came from it was boring to have one thing win everything,
And that it had no competition. So then we
Yeah.
had competition.
So,
What other competition can you have more than other Game of the Year winners? And we still put it up there.
yeah. And now the thing is that I will say at the very end of all of this is, if you do look at this list though too, the leaps and bounds that gaming has come since, Astrobot, is it's hard to compare some of these games too, because in its time, I would say, Dragon Age Inquisition may have been a fucking awesome game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But now here we are so much later, and like if I had to pair that against just God of War, I'd be like, not even comparable. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Dragon Age was so high for me just because I remember when it first came out, first playing it, everything like that. Nostalgia carried that one a long way.
true.
And honestly, a good chunk of these is just like, I'm sure if I went and I replayed all of them, 1, 2, and 3 for me stay the same, but everything else kind of like. Meh.
We'll do this because we're gonna wrap this up. We'll do this to follow up for next podcast. What I want to see is, now knowing what we know now with video game awards and all this stuff, and seeing this list and where we've tiered it, I want to see who the nominees were for Game of the Year for all of these games, and see where they stack against one another. Not just like, yeah, obviously we're ranking, Astrobot so high, but like The Witcher 3, who was in the running against Witcher 3 for that year? And why did Witcher 3 take it? And are we seeing that different now? Like, because if you were to compare who won against Witcher or who lost against Witcher 3 versus who lost against Clair Obscur, are we even in the same category of like winners anymore?
I'm gonna spoil it a little bit right now and tell you that there was some competition back in 2015.
See, that's what I'm saying. I know gaming used to have a lot of competition. So like,
yeah, there's some competition.
Who's in 20?
Bloodborne, Fallout 4, Metal Gear Solid 4, and Super Mario Maker. That's a fucking.
Oh boy, that is a list.
Year.
And then who won?
Okay.
Who won that one? Is that was Witcher?
That was Witcher.
Witcher 3. So you guys can do this for next time. Okay, you guys can do this for next time then. Now that we know that there's going to be competition,
that's a fucking
competition versus other winners. Maybe you just group together the years. What was the better year?
Yeah, or the better time. Maybe not even year, but like then you have. It sucks too because then you have to also look at like the things like what console was out that year. Was there a new console drop?
2014 was pretty tight too.
Because who was against Astrobot last year?
Ooh, Astrobot was Balatro, Black Myth Wukong, Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erd Tree, which was the weird one because it's like
that was the DLC. That's right. Yeah, that's right.
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and Metaphor ReFantazio.
Oh man, yeah. Competition is just sliding, man.
Yeah, but some of these other ones, you guys need to do it anyways, but 2014 was Dragon Age Inquisition. It was Bayonetta 2, Dark Souls 2, Hearthstone, and Middle Earth, Shadow of Mordor.
Shadow of Mordor was so good.
Shadow of Mordor,
so good.
Dark Souls 2?
Yeah, rough. I mean, Dark Souls 2 is
like, yeah, I mean, you'd almost argue like without Dark Souls 2 and like the accolades that it was getting, maybe there wouldn't have been the Elden Ring.
God, man. That's also wild too, to like see it now and then go back in time and be like, actually, I want to change my vote. You know what I mean? Like
2018. God of War was the winner. Red Dead 2, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Celeste, Spider-Man, Monster Hunter World.
Dude, Red Dead
did not win.
Red Dead came out in 2018?
Red Dead 2.
Red Dead 2.
That was 2018? Fuck, I thought that game was older. God of War beat Red Dead 2?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's some...
That's one I don't think I would have... I would have gone Red Dead.
Oh, personally. Yeah, for sure, man.
And I know plenty of people that would have gone Monster Hunter. Marvel's Spider-Man was
huge. Yeah. Dude, it was such a good game too.
And that was like a big difference for that one was I kept hearing about Spider-Man, even though that was an exclusive title, right? Wasn't that PlayStation exclusive?
Yep.
I kept hearing about Spider-Man and people like there was somebody at work who said, I will let you borrow my PlayStation so you can play this game.
Yeah.
Right? Like they were that excited about it. Nothing about Astrobot.
The fact that Astrobot won and Balatro won one of the categories. I think it won Indie Title of the Year or Debut Indie or something like that.
Is that the same or is they different? Are they different?
Apparently, I don't fucking know. I don't know. I'm just trying to work with what you got. But I mean, just in general, like Balatro losing to Astrobot seems fair because who the hell? What is Balatro? I mean, up until probably halfway through the year of me playing that game, I still didn't know how to call it, how to say the title. But
Baltaro,
yeah.
solid.
But again, if you're not into roguelites or poker, no one would ever play that game, you know? And I guess if you give the voting to a group of kindergartners, they're always going to choose Astrobot.
They could pronounce it.
Yeah.
True.
All right. Let's wrap this shit up. All right. Thank you very much. Go ahead, Brad.
Thank you for another exciting year of You've Already Peaked Gaming Podcast, the Gaming Awards Show. Thank you, everybody in gaming. Thank you.
What's thank you in French?
I don't know. That's kind of where I got stuck. I'm trying to think of anything to say in French.
Merci.
The only thing the only thing I know is Je haine la français, which means I hate the French. Everybody have a wonderful new year. Can't wait to see what 2026 has in store. Cliff, go fuck yourself and not a cat. We'll see you all next year.
Bye-bye.